This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a speed build, which I haven't done in a hot minute. Not even the right word, I don't know. But when I was doing my save file, I came across these Victorian houses within Strangerville. And I thought, wow, they have so much potential, but the inside is lackluster, to say the least. So we've got this little fire over here. Living room area with a modern kitchen, but with the very old style. And then a dining room over here, and then upstairs. It's home to a bedroom over here with a bathroom. Pretty big. It's quite spacious. A little decking bit out here. Very beautiful, gorgeous view. Very beautiful world, Strange Town. It's Strangerville, not Stranger Town. I'm still not over it. I still want Strange Town to come back. Oh, there's a bathroom there as well. And then this weird bit over here. So it looks like this on the bottom floor, and then the top floor it looks like this. So, it's got a lot of room for improvement. I can definitely see some things I can do with this. But yes, let's just jump on in to doing it. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, this house was actually kind of difficult to do. It took me a while, and I'm not going to lie as well, I gave up. Like, I quit. So the first clip, raw, is like 8 minutes long. I think it's going to be about 50 seconds for you, because I speed up, because I'm nice and genuine, and who wants to watch that for that long? But yeah, I got so far into it, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I just found it really, really difficult. And when you're working on houses, it always goes by quite slowly, and then little bit by little bit, you can't really see that much of a difference. But then when you look back once it's done, it's like, oh my God, yeah, there's such a difference. But I just didn't think I was getting anywhere with it. And I thought it was going to be really hard. So I thought I'll just do one of the easy ones, you know, one of the little trailer type renovations. And I thought, I'll do that. That'll be fine. I'll be fine. And I thought, you know what? No. Have some kind of backbone about you. You've got to do a full save file. You can hack this house. You've got to do it. There's no choice, because you're going to end up doing it anyway. And I was 8 minutes in, so I thought, yeah, I might as well just complete it. So I did complete it. I did. And I was confused at first as to why the whole like modern / not modern part of it, because it was an amalgamation of modern and very, very old styles with the Victorian patterns. Oh my God, I can't speak. I'm too excited because I'm recording all of Get Famous. No, what am I even talking about? I'm recording all of the Strangerville videos today, so I'm a little bit excited. But I actually thought, you know, does this have something to do with the family that lives there? And I did look at the family bio. I did zoom out for a second and chickadee check them out. And it's 3 young people. And the name is like a play on EA, and they've moved to a quieter town to become creative and work on creative stuff. So I thought I'd incorporate that into the build. And we'll talk about that later on once I get to it. But the outside bit I've really struggled with as well. The windows did not come together for a long time. I deliberated over what windows to use for ages, because we do have some more Strangerville windows, but they're only available in the second highest category. And some of the windows are just at awkward heights and places to put them, so I really struggled with that. And I could not get to grips with it, because I wanted it to be very light, but there is a lot of wall space. It's quite hard to it doesn't make sense when I say it, because obviously there's going to be a lot of wall space because it's a building, but the spaces in between the walls, between the sides of them, are so big, like you kind of have to put a lot of windows there to make it work. But also, you don't want it to look like there's too many windows. And I think I always go down the too many windows route. But I'm fine with that. Like, at least my house is bright and airy after I've put loads of lights in. Anyway, after them. But not before. Oh yeah, there's me going to check the bio. I never let anything get past me. So for the furnishing, I decided instead of having like modern surfaces like the countertops in the kitchens and things like that, I decided I'd just do the decoration as modern, because if you move in this house, you're not going to rip apart all of the kitchen and put modern furnishings on and then not do the walls or anything like that. So I decided that no, they're not going to, well, they are rich because they get money sent to them a lot, but they're updating the house little bit by little bit. So all of the walls and the flooring and fixed surfaces like the counters, the bathroom, sinks, and all items like that are all very, very traditional style, but they've expressed themselves in ways of decorating. And I think that fits the house really, really well. It kind of reminds me of a student house a little bit. That's the vibe that I get from this house a lot. From the exterior, you'd think that people who had their lives really put together would have this house, but nope. It's just a bunch of artists. I also found out that I'm part of, like, not the underclass, but I am part of the emerging social class. I took a class calculator on the BBC website, and I'm part of a class that has really low income, but really high social points, whatever that means. Also, this kitchen annoys me because none of the woods match, but at this point, I'm just past it. I'm so used to none of the woods matching. If they even barely match, I'm like, well, I can get away with that now. It's not as good as it could look, but it looks okay. Like, if it was a real house, it'd look all right. And I decided to do like tapestries on the walls and little coffee machines there, because I thought they're about the student's age in my head, so I'll do that. But I also wanted it to be a light and airy room. There is a lot of colour in it, but I've decided to use the colour in the decorations. But for the main part, all of the fixtures and everything are very light and airy. I wanted it to feel breathable. The living room doesn't necessarily do that, so I'm contradicting myself there, but you'll see that when I get to it. And I desperately wanted to include a fireplace in the dining room. Not too sure whether it works or not, but I wanted to include it, so I done it. And I thought, I'm spiting myself here, because it probably doesn't even look that good, but I've done it anyway. And there's little paintings all about the house, because I thought they could hang up their own painting and be like, yeah, that's what I done, and be proud of it. And I put piano as well, because they're creative and they're rich, and I've got a big circular room, and what else do you do with a circular room apart from smack a big massive grand piano in it? Nothing. So that was my justification for that. I had to motherload it quite a couple of times in this build, and there was nothing else I could do. I just had to go with the fact that they were rich, because the bio says that they get sent money all the time, so I went with that. And I even included a mud room. I never include a mud room, but there was that big open space in the corner, so I just sectioned that off. And here we go with the living room, which is very, very bright. I used I think it's movie hangout stuff, them settees. They've got one plain swatch on them, so I decided to use them, and I really like how it turned out. And I did a splash of colour with the other chair, and that, I can't even remember what that thing's from. Kids' room stuff, that little settee, love seat, if you will. But it's just an amalgamation of stuff in here. But this is how I would imagine a student living room to be, with all of the different woods and plants, and everything's bright, and there's a lot going on, but it also works because there's so much going on that nothing really looks out of place. So I enjoy this. I'd love to live in this living room in real life. It'd be the type of living room I'd want. And I went all out with the furnishing on the bookshelves here. I've really put my top effort into that. So you can thank me in the comments, guys, because I put my all into this house. I'm joking, you don't have to thank me. I almost shared it to the gallery as well, because obviously I can't share it to the gallery because this is early access, and I'd probably be against the law for me to share it to the gallery, but my finger twitched on that upload button. I was like, oh my god, no, just save it to your files. Do not share it online, otherwise your game changer career will be over. Although it's not really a career. I add words to things sometimes that don't really make sense. But the downstairs of this house is really great, and I didn't think it would come together the way it did, but it did come together, and that's all that matters. Even though I literally rage quit on this house 8 minutes in, and I've rage quit on it, and I'm proud of it, because I don't expect anything less from myself. It's the exact type of thing I do. And fun surprise, I included a bin in the kitchen, because I was like making the kitchen. I was like, you know what? No, everyone says I always forget to put a bin, and it's a joke now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bin, but don't count yourselves lucky for the rest of the world, because I'll probably forget to put bins. And I was streaming on Twitch yesterday, and I was being dead smug, like, yeah, well, guess who's put a bin in the kitchen? And then someone was like, she's put a bin in the kitchen, but she's completely ignored the lack of sink. And I was like, oh my god, yeah. Shouldn't really be flexing when I'm when I've got crucial bits of items like that. And the bathrooms upstairs as well, just ignore them. My bathrooms are always plain most of the time, because I'm like, you don't need to go all that out for a bathroom. That's only where, you poo and you wee and you go for showers. It doesn't need to be that unique. So they're always the same. And the bedrooms, I went all out with the colour stylings. Like, I got the filtered items out as well. I used the filtered item bit with all the colours on, and all of them look really good in my opinion, because this isn't a house that I've went all the way on, because some houses with my custom families and stuff, then I'll go out all the way on, but I don't imagine anyone really to play with EA's already made Sims. Let me know if you do, because that's just a judgment that I'm basing on my own actions as a simmer, but I wouldn't play with something like that. Maybe if it was a family I would, but not a set of 3 individuals. I would rather do my own story. So I never go all out with these houses. I always leave them quite plain and less cluttered. I do for most houses as well, to be honest, because I want it to run on everybody's. And I said it on stream yesterday as well, but I hate going into a house, like placing a house down on the gallery, and it's already so customised that you feel like you can't settle in the house because it feels too perfect already. So I always try and stay away from that, but keeping it a nice bit of cluttered so it actually feels lived in, that's my target. Hopefully I've got a good mix because I don't want it to look not very lived in. I don't want it to look like a show home. And I'm also disappointed because on my world tour, not that I'm super famous and I go on a world tour like Jojo Siwa or anything, but I mean when I showed you about the world, I saw them planks of wood in the front and I really thought they were going to be a custom bit of, not custom, but I thought they were going to be available to purchase, but they're not. I haven't checked in Debug yet as well to see what's available there, but I'm going to have fun with that. That's going to be great. And the outside here, I just wanted to keep it very cactusy and youthful. I thought they're artists that can shape some llamas from a bush, can there, and shut it in there. The house is finished. I hope you enjoyed the pictures that I'm putting on here, and I can't wait for you to play with Strangerville. I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, big thank you to Uye for making this happen. I love yous. Please, I love yous, the viewers. Bit weird for me to confess my love to Uye. If you haven't subscribed, please do. My links will be on the top in the screen if you want to go follow me on anywhere else, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.